Man, when you start wanting to wake up and you want to start being more conscious and you don't want to engage in this normal sleep pattern that the collective majority are engaged in, PMO, make money, chase girls, get drunk, get high, deaden your feelings, play the role, smile, everybody. When you want to like break that software program, like that movie, remember I Robot? Everybody's a robot except Will Smith. When you start to come out of that, or just when you start to want to break that, life is going to feel hard. The inertia, the resistance, yeah, the resistance, right? Let's make this into a movie. So it is a movie. You're Will Smith in I Robot, and you're not like a robot anymore. Let's say he used to be a robot. Now you're coming out of this robotness. You're claiming your individuality. And then I'm redoing the movie, by the way. So then the resistance comes. Somebody finds out. They find out, like, whoa, he don't want to be a robot anymore. So the resistance, they're coming after you. And they're going to make life hard for you. So on this level, in this plane, I was going to say the resistance is more unseen, invisible, in the form of energy and habits and addictions and feelings, and but it's also on the level of seen. It's on the seen world too, because you get slack from your employers and other employees and people in society, and there's there's not, when somebody wants to go against this circle, this grain of this collective way of doing things, when somebody wants to come out of that, there's not a, oh yeah, no. It's like, no, you're not. They don't even know they're doing it. It's just like that. If you're acting different, if you're challenging certain concepts that people just take for granted all the time, then you're going to be met with resistance. You got to expect that. And you got to, you know how I like looking at it like this. When you guys were in high school, that was let's say 4 years. That was a short stint. You knew that wasn't, it could have been terrible for you. You could have hated it, but you knew, okay, it's only 4 years, or the military, or a jail sentence, whatever. You're like, okay, I just got to do this time. I'm going to make the best of it, and I'm out. Now, it's not the best analogy. I'm not saying look at life like that, but what I'm saying is this life, this human life, you see, we're unconsciously thinking this is all there is. This is the main thing, this human life. Most people don't see beyond this life. I'm here to tell you this life is no different than this stage we had when we were in high school. This is a temporary stage. When you look at it like that, and you remember why you're here, what your purpose is. Remember, this planet's not your home. This body, it's not who you are. You're like playing. You're in a class or a school or some operation, like in the military, and you put on all your gear, and then you got your gun and the paintball, right? You're shooting each other. It's the same thing. You got this life, you got your human out. Your consciousness, you don't have a body. You'll find that out when you leave this body. But know this now, and it makes this game more easy, because you know you're playing a game. When you don't know you're playing a game, then it's all serious, So you've put this human costume on, and you're running around with other human costumes, and remember what the point is. They think the point is to make money, get girls, or get a good, husband, and have children, and then, I don't know, go on vacation or something, and then die. That's cool. You got to look at a deeper reason for being here. You're here the main purpose is to know who you are underneath this human costume. This is why you're here. Okay, and now, in how do you do that? It's a natural progression when you start to want to. People who want to start to come into some real truth, you start questioning things, okay, and concepts and your motives. You start questioning, like, what am I doing here? Why am I, is what I said to that person authentic? Like, they asked me something and I answered, was that authentic? Or did I say that because I didn't want somebody else to think something or make fun of me because of what I said? See, little things like that. This is why we're here. You're here to purify the software program, the malware that comes with this human outfit. You're here to wake up from that sleep. And you do that by self-honesty. And then you're going to get challenged by other people. They don't like that, because when I made a video, they don't like seeing your light because it reminds them of what their real purpose is, but they're not at the evolutionary stage that they're willing to own that yet. So when you do that, it rubs them the wrong way. You got to deal with that. Have compassion. Understand that's why they get mad. Understand that it's unconsciousness. Forgive them. That's also why we're here. You see, we're here. This is no joke. We've picked this is like in the military, this is like special forces. You see, this is like the Mission Impossible. Those people that really want to wake up and you really want to claim your authenticity, this is heavyweight stuff. This is why most don't do it. There's a saying in the Bible or something, few are chosen, but many are I don't know. I'm going to say it my way. I'm going to say all are chosen, but few actually respond. They don't want the work. They don't want it. It's not even an option. The capacity is not even there to do this level of work. So, of course, that's why people write and they say they feel lonely, or what do you do when nobody understands you? Yeah, this is part of the deal. This is also what you're up against. You got to bear that. You got to remember you're not here that long. You can handle it. And it's not always going to be, they're having some festival or something. I don't know. It's music. It's always not going to be hard. But when anybody that's really owning what their true purpose is, which is to wake up out of this sleep and to be authentic, life is going to be hard. There's just no way around it. Somebody said once, if a person hadn't thought about killing themselves a few times, they haven't really lived. You see, that's natural, normal. Shouldn't kill yourself, but having that feeling means you're being driven to your depths. You're going past superficial level that most people are operating on, and you're going inside. You're looking at stuff that people don't want to look at. So in that sense, life is hard. But God sends allies to you. The universe will send help, but he may not do it until later. See, we got it's like in the military I remember they had this swimming. You had to qualify that you could have a certain skill in swimming, and they'd throw everybody in the pool, and then you gotta hold this big brick or something, and no, they strap it to you actually. Yeah, you don't have a choice. They strap it to you, and then you got to swim from one side to the other, and a couple of the guys, they're struggling. You're like watching them. You're like outside the pool, like damn, and they're going underwater and they're coming back up, and the drill instructors are just watching. It's sadistic, and they don't jump in until like the guy goes under, and maybe waits even then for a second or two. Then he'll dive in and help him. So sometimes it's like that. This is where we're at. Special forces stuff. So life can get really hard. You can feel like it's just the weight it's too much. You can start to panic, and you got nobody you can call, and it can seem really, it's high stakes, you know, gut wrenching plots. The cosmic magician that created this is no joke, but he always sends you help. You'll get help. We're here to be self-contained. You got to stand alone with God, or with the universe, or with this inner power inside. Don't trip on the words. This is what we're here to do. We're here to be okay, just like this. Not having a false dependence on other things and people. You know, somebody will say, well, what do you mean you don't need anybody? Everything we need we'll get. I'm not saying like just be a hermit and don't talk to anybody, but you know, you don't need to try to do all this. You don't need to go out and try to get a bunch of friends, you know, like, will you be my friend? Will you be, you know, I need friends because something might happen and then I might need help. You need to trust the universe will send you people if you need them. You don't need to label somebody as a friend to get help. Some of the help, the best help I've got have been from people, strangers, so to speak. You see, universe is taking care. You don't need to try to manage it. It's letting go of this self-management. This is the real test. This is what we got to do. And this is what we're here to do. A lot of you that are watching this channel, this is already what's happening. You can't help it. You can't turn back once that switch goes off. And so I'm making the video for you. And I'm just saying, don't give up. You stay strong. You keep going. There's no choice anyway. But I'm just saying, it helps to hear that from someone that you believe, hopefully. All right? Let me know. Let me know how that went for you. All right.